Welcome back to another special edition of the No Stopping Kev Show. It's your boy, No Stopping Kev himself, JK, Lil Kevin Beeford Jr. You know what I'm saying? Here with the big dog.
You're the big dog. I'm a little dog for real. I used to be the big dog.
Pass the torch.
Pass the torch.
I'm leading the pack now.
You got it.
I'm a lion guy though, so I like leading the pride. That's my thing. Hear me roar. No, let me chill. let me chill. But yeah, Dad. So today we got another episode of our NBA hot takes. Some information came out recently, and I'm not too sure how I feel about it, but I got thoughts. So ESPN dropped their top 50 players. You know, You saw that?
Yeah, I seen. Yeah, I glanced through it.
Yeah, top 100 players for the NBA right now.
Well, I seen 50. I think I went through the 50.
So, number 5, they had Anthony Davis. 4, James Harden. 3, LeBron James. And that was like the first time LeBron wasn't number 1 in quite some time. Since they started doing their NBA rankings, so the 2011-2012 season, this is the first time LeBron is not numero uno. Number 2, Kawhi Leonard. And number 1, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak. Interesting. Do you agree with their top 5 order?
No, I can't agree with it, and I'm not good in picking it. But to me, Kawhi would be number 1 if I picked it.
Kawhi would be your number 1.
It would be my number 1.
Kawhi would be your number 1. He wouldn't be my number 1.
He would be my number 1.
He'd probably be my number 2 still. What you think about Anthony Davis being number 5?
I haven't really watched him play.
Nobody has. He's been in New Orleans. They not on TV. No,
but you know what? But actually, I used to like catch some of the games late. Like when I would wake up.
Yeah, you roll over.
Yeah, when I would wake up and stuff like that, and watch the games like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, the replay, and I would see some of them. But I haven't really got to really see him play and really look at a game like that.
Yeah, I haven't been able to study AD's game. But then I was thinking about it. I was like, all right, out of all the bigs, right? You got Embiid, you got the Joker from Denver. But I was like, oh, they don't really play him at the 5. Like, he's really like one of those stretch 4s. And when you go small ball, then he's playing the 5. So when you're thinking about the 4s around the league, Draymond, a bunch of other people that don't really come to mind. He's probably the best 4-man out there, 4/5.
See, that's why I said I haven't watched enough to really, really see and really have them. But see, like, the reason I go with, like, some of these players, like, they would lose some with me because the way that they might have fell off in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's why I don't think Giannis should be number 1.
That's what I'm saying.
Because Giannis is a great player, don't get me wrong. He's one of my favorite guys to watch in the league, just with how aggressive he is on the court. He's going to try to do what he can do to help his team win. But he's still limited. You know, when they shrink the floor on him in the playoffs, kind of force him to shoot from outside, that weakness in his game begins to really show. And so that's something that I think he definitely needs to work on, which is why I wouldn't have had him at number 1. Right? He's probably still a top 5 guy, but he couldn't be my number 1.
See, you know, the thing is, like, he got a lot of athletic ability. The same things that you talk about, they change the defensive scheme. They key more on you in the playoff. But that's when you got to figure and use another way how to get yours, or how to score, or how to get somebody else some open, easier shots.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I just always go back to some of the things that I learned when I was coming up and playing, because you know what, me, I used to have to go through boxing ones. I used to have to do, people used to try to make sure that they would stop me. And like I remember my high school coach, Ernie Beck, he taught me some things. He said, well, no, this ain't when you get it. But when you get it, one of my strengths was pushing the ball. So when I get that, that's when I had to make my opportunities. I might have to hustle harder on defense to try to get a steal to get a 2 points or something. So it's other things that you gotta do. Mm-hmm. Like it's kind of things, ways that they, you do other things where you can still get yours and do some things. Because like last week when we were talking about that, like when I was saying, she still was a threat on the floor. You still gotta be that decoy. Or whatever, even if you might not be scoring points, you might not be doing it, but you still got to do it. Mm-hmm. Don't go away from the game.
So if you had to reorder that top 5, you got AD, Harden, LeBron, Giannis, and Kawhi. Who would be your number 1?
See, like here go another thing. What is Harden? A great scorer? All he does is score. Does he really play defense? Does he do any other thing? So, like you saying, like maybe he wouldn't even be in my top 5.
Who you putting in there then?
No, I'm saying, what is he in there for?
If he might not be in your top 5, who you subbing?
Go. That's what I'm saying.
Pick somebody.
I'm just
hot
saying.
take. Go. Let's go.
I'm just
hot
saying.
Seat, baby. That's you pick somebody.
I'm not
who
trying
you
to
sub?
pick.
You got to sub somebody.
I'm not trying.
You just said he might not be in your top 5. Who you putting in it? Who might you put in then? Pick somebody.
See, it depends on what.
Oh my God! You just pick somebody.
Kevin, you want me to pick somebody?
Yeah.
Allen Iverson.
No, he's not active.
I know.
You gotta be an active player, man.
I was just having fun.
Gotta be.
You would, huh?
Pick an active player.
I'm trying to think. I can't really. I really offhand. I'm not gonna really say, because I would really have to look at who I would say for my top 5. Like it would be different. See, like you know what? Like
you're not getting off the hook on it. You can go ahead and ramble.
One thing I say when I talk about Kawhi Leonard, he plays the game.
So you trying to pick Kawhi in there twice if you take Harden out?
Yeah, I put him in there twice.
Yo, some.
I put him for the defense. I put him for that. No, let me see. That would be your top 5?
So I could roll with these guys. I was a little. See, Steph was at number 6.
Yeah, I seen that.
He was at number 6, and I think that.
Okay, I could put him in Harden, please.
Steph can't defend either, though. Like, Steph can't defend.
Okay.
He put the same. Look, hold on.
But you know what? One thing I'm gonna say, he does more than just score.
What else he do?
He can pass the ball.
Harden can too, but it's just that their freaking system is broken. It's so stagnant that you passing a guy the ball with 2 seconds left.
That's because he dribbled the ball.
And the defender.
That's because he dribbled the ball around so much.
Yeah. So if I had to, see, I don't even want to say if I had to pick, I would pick Steph, because if it was me, I would pick Harden. I would just I'm doing something a little bit different as a coach. You're not always bringing it down, dancing. Like, no. I might switch it up every now and then. Sometimes I might have you start from a different part of the floor, come off a curl, catch on the move. I'm going to make the defense really focus on you, because that's going to open up the game for some other people. Like, they might get it's kind of like what Golden State does with when they had their Durant, Steph, Clay. One of those guys come off a down screen. You got the guy trailing him, right? Trying to stay attached as he's getting screened, following him. And then you also got the guy hedging, going off. So now you got 2 guys going with the shooter. That's getting easier buckets for guys like Iguodala, your screener, essentially.
Now, let me see something now. Harden.
So you putting Steph in, though, over Harden.
Okay, Harden. Hold up. Harden went from OKC, right, to Houston, right?
Right.
And that's when he became. So, like, when
that's when he became what?
He became as good as he is.
Sure, he blossomed a little bit when he got there. We knew he was great in OKC.
You knew he was great?
Yeah.
Well, why
He
did
could have been starting in OKC.
Yeah, he was a sixth man.
Yeah.
But what happened in the playoff series when in OKC? He kind of
pooped his
choked
pants.
a little bit,
Yeah,
didn't
he pooped his pants. I remember.
He kind of choked a little bit, didn't he?
He definitely did.
And he's still been kind of choking a little bit in Houston too, like in a couple years, right?
Last year, I don't think he choked. I think the system was just terrible.
Okay. Whatever
He went
you
1 on
want to
5.
say.
You're not gonna win going 1 on 5 in the playoffs.
Let me see. I don't think I ever heard of Steph choking.
Oh no, his numbers go down in the playoffs. They've gone down.
No, his number did go down a little bit, but
Nice try.
hold up. No, Iguodala got the MVP that year. Iguodala.
Yeah,
got the
Steph
MVP.
doesn't have a Finals MVP.
No, he don't got that.
He gets outshined.
He get outshined.
Yeah. And I don't even know if the
I
year
don't think-
Iguodala won it, he should have really won it.
That's what I'm getting ready to say.
I got to go back and look at the stats that year.
Yeah.
But Iguodala did play a big role. He did hit some key shots down the stretch.
Okay, so in a way, you just saying what we just saying now, because he ain't just score to get MVP. That's what I'm saying. Like sometimes I would really have to look and see who I would say would be my 5 or something like that. I would have to look to see. But go ahead. You could rearrange yours because, like,
Man, you be choking when it come time to pick.
Because
I'm gonna lay these hands on you.
man, you know what? I'm not a person.
Just tell me who would be your number 1.
Huh?
I just want to know who would be your
I
number 1.
just told you who my number 1 is.
Tell me again.
Kawhi.
Who?
You know who I just said.
Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah.
All right, and why is Kawhi your numero uno?
What did they do this year?
Who is they?
What did Toronto do?
They won the finals.
Okay. Who was the man?
Kyle Lowry.
Okay.
Siakam.
Yeah, okay.
No, you want me to tell you who the man was?
Who?
A wounded Golden State Warriors team.
Who?
A wounded Golden State Warriors team.
That's part of the game.
It is,
That's part
but
of the game.
it is. But it was a little bit easier for Toronto to compete.
Okay.
A bit easier.
Okay.
Not taking anything away from them.
Okay. Well, no, you're taking it away from them.
No,
When you first said a wounded Golden State.
They won. Because I don't know if it would have been the same result.
Okay.
They won it.
Who knows? But we talking about reality. Reality, they won.
Yes.
Okay.
I agree.
All
And
right.
Kawhi was the man
Okay.
throughout the playoffs.
Okay. He was the man when it counted.
So
It wasn't that he wasn't the man all year long.
he's also in the East.
Huh? I mean, you just making a whole bunch of excuses, man.
No, I'm not.
They won.
I'm saying
They won.
I'm saying if he was in the West, the road to get to the finals is a lot tougher.
Okay, if he was. If they always say that's the biggest 2-letter word it is.
But I'm saying my number 1 would be LeBron going into this season. All things healthy, you not stopping the king. You not. Only LeBron gonna stop himself.
Okay.
Kawhi not stopping LeBron.
Okay.
I can't wait to see that LA Clippers matchup.
Okay.
We should see it 4 times this year?
So, Golden State won back-to-back over Cleveland, right?
Yes, because KD got Finals MVP back-to-back, right?
I think so.
Because it went.
So, who stopped LeBron then?
I don't think anyone stopped LeBron, and LeBron's numbers were off the chart in those series.
I don't know about all that.
Golden State just had too much firepower.
Okay.
My bitterness towards KD was about to come out.
So, what was the King problem this year? Did they make the playoffs?
No, he was hurt.
Oh, he was hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then they shut him down.
Oh, okay.
Because
No,
LA, it wasn't their year.
Okay. So this year he got all this with him now, right?
He got
So,
AD.
So you got them to win the championship this year?
No, Sixers, baby. It's our time, baby. Philadelphia, we having a parade on Broad Street in June.
You know what?
And I'm going into work that day.
You know what, though? Last year should have been our year.
Should have been.
And I hope.
But Kawhi hit the quadruple doink that fell.
That's two games in a row he beat us. I mean, 2 games out of that series he beat us with last second shot.
So it is what it is. But so yeah, it's just I still think this is gonna be our year. I don't think the Sixers were ready last year. I'm gonna take that back. I think they could have done it.
You know what?
But Kawhi was just he was Kawhi, and it was Toronto's year.
You know what? It was before you was born, right?
Before I was born, Lord.
The 76ers.
76ers.
Yeah, Philadelphia, baby. I'm Philadelphia. We owe you 1. We owe you 2. You know, we got close. Then we didn't make it back there.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm hoping this not a repeat.
I'm thinking the only real threat I see, Milwaukee. Celtics will probably be all right. Huge respect for their coach. Who
What
else?
about Brooklyn?
Nah. Kyrie, Spencer Dinwiddie, big man Jared. Nah, it's not.
Okay.
They'll be competitive. Like they can be top 4. So it could be like Philly, Milwaukee.
Who know what kind of year Kyrie
Boston, Brooklyn.
Who know what kind of year Kyrie gonna have?
I don't know if Kyrie's the guy to lead a team like that.
Huh?
I don't think Kyrie's the guy to lead a team like that.
I'm not saying that they gonna win it.
I feel like his game takes away from other people's game.
I'm not gonna say they're gonna win it.
Yeah, so they out of conversation. Philly coming out the East.
You know, one thing I'm always gonna say, it all gonna be got to deal with chemistry.
Yep.
It's gonna have to deal with some chemistry.
And I think the Sixers are gonna have a good balance of that, because we got more role players now. Because last year it was like, all right, so you got Ben, Joel, Butler, Tobias. Like, who's the guy, right? And people are like, Joel's the guy. But you know, it's finding a spot on the floor. So now this year, you got the kid Richardson. You got Ben out there who I think Ben gonna hit some shots this year. I really think I know from what I be hearing, work ethic might be a little questionable at times. But I think where he's at mentally is going to be a little bit different than in years past, because listening to him in a press conference, he's been getting ticked off lately too. It's pretty funny. But people been asking him, like, is he going to hit shots this year?
I heard of that.
And one of them, you know, the first one I saw, he was like, listen, if I'm open, I'm going to shoot. But the thing that stood out to me the most was he said in years past he was listening to a lot of outside noise, which is understandable. He's probably never been criticized on that level up until playing for the Sixers, right?
Well, Philadelphia could be something. Philadelphia fans can be something.
Yeah, LSU, probably walk in the park. Wherever he was at before then, walk in the park, he was the man. But now when you're criticized under a microscope, everybody's saying you can't shoot. They want to see you shoot. You don't have confidence in your shot. It's gonna be hard for you to go out and actually execute shooting, right? So if he does come back saying, I'm blocking out all the outside noise, I don't care what people on the radio say, I don't care what the fans say, I don't care what they're shouting from the stands, I'm gonna play my game. If it's a shot, I'm gonna take it. If I hit it, great. If I don't, next play. I think that's the mentality we need, because I know as a player going out there, when you start thinking about what everyone else thinks, you don't play as well. Like, I remember I always like playing on the road because, one, people in the stands didn't really know me. They only saw me that day, and I used to love shutting them up. But at home, it was like, man, I want everybody around the school to know I'm a man. So you start pressing a little bit, right, instead of just playing your game. So I think Ben's going to be great. We got Al Horford, great addition. Yeah, we also took him away from the Celtics, so now he doesn't have to abuse Joel Embiid. Yeah. We still got Joel, who apparently has shed 20 pounds. So he's going to be in a little bit better shape. So, I mean, I think it's our year.
Well, you know what? I forgot. I like Al Horford.
And we got Tobias. So I think it's gonna be on and popping. So if I'm picking my number one, just to get back to it, I'm rolling with the King because I don't think when he has, especially when he has the right role players and weapons around him, he gonna get it done. He gonna get it done. Now that Clipper matchup is gonna be.
You
tough.
mean when he have the right stars around him?
Ooh, look at you. When he has the right pieces around him.
Okay. All right.
Like what I did there?
Yeah.
So
Well, he got some pieces with him this year.
yeah, AD
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of role players. No other really stars other than AD, right?
Well, see, like the thing is now to really see them play together.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to chemistry, like you said.
You know, like I said, like when he was in Cleveland and he had Kyrie and him and Kyrie, they had Kevin Love, which probably fell off from the Kevin Love of his early years, but here goes, he still was a threat because he could shoot. You mix in some other role players with them, and they had some chemistry. But like you said, Kyrie was like kind of a beast because he could pick it up and take over.
Yeah.
Which he did, but you still had, like you say, the King. You can't take nothing like you say with LeBron's size and what LeBron got. Really, nobody can really stop him.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agree with that. But to me,
Say
he
what?
goes away sometimes.
Sometimes. But we're gonna see. I'm gonna try to pay attention to that this year. Maybe we can make it our homework assignments to both record and watch games because he's out there in LA, so it's gonna be a little bit late. Although I might be up working on some stuff, but we can make it a point to watch and kind of dissect some of those games, and then talk about it right here on our Hot Takes edition.
I keep interrupting you, so go ahead with your rest of your squad. You got
All right,
LeBron 1.
Right before we get out of here, so I got LeBron 1. I'll pick Kawhi at 2. He's a proven winner. He shows up when it counts. He can have an impact on both sides of the floor. He can guard your best player and give your best player buckets or give your best defender buckets. So he's my number 2. Number 3, I'm going to go with James Harden. Just because I think one-on-one, he's unstoppable. Right? I think what really hurts him is the system. I don't think Mike D'Antoni is the guy. His systems are trash, and especially in the playoffs. Or I'll say they're trash in the playoffs. Regular season, they're fine.
But you know what? His system made Harden a star. His system, Harden wasn't a top 3 player.
When? Okay, you talking about in OKC?
And when he was there last year,
I think Harden make Harden. It's ISO ball. You let Harden shine. He can do what he wants. It's ISO ball.
Okay, let me look something.
So, yeah, he can get 30, 40, 50 points.
Let me look at something.
Ain't no system.
Let me look at something.
And I'm going to just round this off while you pull that up. Number 4, I'm picking Giannis.
I can't even get to it.
Because I think the Greek Freak is something special out of that group. If we're only looking at these 5 guys, I'll pit him over AD just because I still got to see a little bit more from Anthony Davis, although I think he's a wonderful player. He's going to be great this season. Looking forward to what he can do in LA. But yeah, I'm going to drop Greek Freak down to 4 just because his game has some weaknesses in the playoffs. And I'm going to keep AD at 5 just because I need him to prove himself a little bit more.
Harden was number 3 this year, right?
No, let me take that back. I'm putting AD at 4. Just because I do know AD can take over a game and come up when it counts. Because he's a little bit more versatile. I'm going to drop Greek Freak down to 5. Just because he still got a little bit growing to do. Still got to earn some stripes. Although he's the reigning league MVP. Still want to see a little bit more out of him when teams force him to kind of play to his weakness.
I'm trying to really see. I don't even know where it's really at now. But Harden was 3 this year, right? What was he last year?
On this list?
Yeah, on this list. What was he last year?
I mean, it's who making this list, though. But Harden was 4 this year. Last year, he was 3.
Last year was 3?
Mm-hmm. So what you talking about,
He
Willis?
dropped, huh?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well, like I said, what you look at and what people see. Like I don't know. That's why I can't pick them. See, you know what they I can't pick it. That's why I say I can't pick them.
Yo, this is the last time you come
Now,
on
where was Kevin Durant at?
Let me.
Where was Kevin Durant? Kevin Durant ain't even in the top 5.
He not playing this year.
Okay. Oh, this picks for next year. This is where they gonna finish next year.
They ranking guys in the NBA. So KD probably on this list somewhere. Although
So
I don't know who he is.
if KD were playing, somebody would have to be out of that top 5, right?
Yeah, if KD was playing, somebody would have to be out of that top 5. I'm bumping Anthony Davis. Who you bumping?
I ain't bumping none of them. I ain't got
You gotta bump one. You just raised that point. You gotta bump one now. Man up. Man up.
No, I don't know.
Who you bumping? Pick somebody. Yo,
know.
I'm gonna come across.
Why you want me to pick somebody?
Because you just said if KD was playing somebody.
No, I'm just saying.
So
maybe KD would make my top 5.
If he. Now, you just said he would have to be in there.
They would. That's what the people would have to put him in there. KD got to be one of the best. He was the last 2-time MVP
Of the finals.
of the finals.
So who would you take out?
Huh?
Who would you take out?
Any of them, but except Kawhi. Any
Pick
of them
one.
could go.
Pick
LeBron.
one. All right, now you just talking that rah-rah.
You asked me who I
All
picked.
right, so who? All right, I'm going to tell you who's obviously on the chopping block. AD,
Yeah,
Giannis,
AD,
and Harden.
Huh?
AD, Giannis, and Harden is on your chopping block to get Durant in there.
Okay, AD and Harden would go out of
No,
mine.
you got to pick one. But don't you understand? Pick one.
Okay, probably AD then.
Why?
I don't know, because he's number 5.
Would you have him number 5 out of that group of 5?
I told you I might would have Steph in there.
But you said you would take Harden out to get Steph in there. So
Yeah.
who's your number 5 then?
Huh? We just said Steph. I just said Steph is my number 5.
So does that mean you moving AD to 4?
Huh?
Does that mean you're moving AD to 4?
What you think? Now you saying if KD who would be there?
You changing a lot of stuff.
Nah, you the one.
See, you trying to talk your way around. You just digging a hole. Can I pass me the shovel, Dad?
Huh?
I need you to pass me the shovel. Because you digging. You digging yourself deeper in this ditch.
I'm not digging. I told you from the get-go, I'm not one of the pick 5.
Yo, you gonna make, when this camera go off, I'm laying the hands on you.
No.
All right, we gotta get ready to bounce, man. You pissed me off a little bit.
Don't worry about it. I think it ain't the first time I probably pissed you off.
So you got Steph coming in for James Harden. I can't leave here without settling this.
Nah, I'm leaving it as they picked it.
Okay, so to get KD in there, who you bumping out?
Anthony Davis.
Why?
Because he's number 5.
That's all you got.
That's all I got.
All right, so is KD your 5 now, or are you moving him 1, 2, or 3?
KD, what would KD be on my list on there? KD, you know what? Actually, KD could be really number 3 somewhere to me.
So, Kawhi, who's your number 2?
Huh?
Who's your number 2?
I'm going to leave the king at number 2.
Okay, and then you got KD.
Got
All right, I respect that. That's the first time you gave me some respect, a respectable list.
But then again,
Oh,
I might pick KD number 2.
You pick KD number 2?
I might pick KD number 2.
All right, that's fair. Up for debate. Till next time. All right, we're going to thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all might not see him ever again. But yeah, thank y'all for tuning in to this second edition of our NBA Hot Takes series. We love talking basketball and look forward to this season. Also, check out that WNBA final series. And if you miss it, they post all the games on YouTube, which is pretty cool. So go watch it.
And have some people pick their top 5. Let them send us their top 5.
Oh, yeah. So email us or comment on our Instagram page. I'll put a little post up. Let us know who your top 5 are for this year's NBA series. Let us know your thoughts on the ESPN list. Till next time, it's your boy, KB.
And KB.
And we out.
Peace.